Cricket presents The Campfire, and today we are taking a deep dive into District 86A. The schools in this 7-team district include Arlington, Bowie, Sam Houston, Lamar, Martin, Grand Prairie, and South Grand Prairie. Let's analyze these teams in our film session. Arlington Martin is the defending district champs, but will be trying to win it again with a new head coach. Longtime head man Bob Wager moved on to the college ranks, and Chad Rivas gladly accepted the promotion to head coach. He will have a solid offensive line returning, along with 1,600-yard passer Tristan Biddle. Over at South Grand Prairie, the Warriors bring back some dangerous defensive talent. Ahmad Jenkins in the secondary and Leo Morris patrolling the linebacker position will help SGP contend for the title. Laban DeLay's squad always plays a tough non-district schedule to get them ready for their Arlington ISD competition. Arlington High will need to replace quarterback Sam Semi, but they do return 17 starters from last year's playoff team. That includes receivers Isaiah Robertson and Cooper Peach that should help the new signal caller. Bowie made the playoffs last year and could be a real contender behind 1,000-yard rusher Darian Bowers. Joseph Sam's Volunteers are another pretty experienced bunch, so this could be a pretty congested race for the district crown. Lamar's strength comes on the defense. Newcomer of the year Deontay Gentry returns at safety and is joined by Jaden Peterson, Damian Brown, and Cooper Bernard on that side of the ball. Sam Houston went winless last year and is even more inexperienced this year. They will hope that wide receiver Devonye Jackson can provide some senior leadership. Grand Prairie's only win was against Sam Houston, but they returned 16 starters. Switch to Cricket and get a free Moto G 5G with your new plan. Smile, you're on Cricket. Players on the Rise is brought to you by Parker University. Do you or your student want a career training the world's best athletes? Check out our bachelor's degree in strength and human performance today. For an even deeper look at 86A, here's producer Ward Futzold and insider Matt Diggs with the district breakdown.
All right, it's district breakdown time. We got 4 districts left to go, starting with 86A, and I'm joined by the professor, Matt Diggs. We're talking the Arlington ISD district with a couple Grand Prairie teams tossed in there. You know, when we, and I say we, meaning the high school football community, lost Joey McGuire to the college ranks, it was like, it really kind of hurt us, and it was like, it's going to hurt Texas high school football, but now we kind of fast forward 5-6 years later, and he's doing what we expected him to do, and which is just tear it up at Texas Tech and being the head man there. We lost another one in this district with Bob Wager, another huge friend of the show, and just the passion he brings is going to be missed. But what do you see before we even get into the district? What do you see for him in his future? You see similar McGuire type success?
I don't know if he's going to get quite McGuire, success, but I mean, with these coaches, you never know. Because you talk about McGuire's kind of right-hand man and Coach Kenny Perry, who, speaking of this district, has done great as well, but obviously hasn't made it to that head coach position as far as, being the man. So, and, the sky's the limit with him, and we just wish him the best of success.
All right, Diggsy, hit me with that 1 through 7 in 86A.
Repeating at district champions, at number 1, I've got Arlington Martin. Number 2, I got South Grand Prairie. Got Arlington Bowie, the Volunteers, at number 3. Arlington High at number 4. Arlington Lamar at number 5. I've got Grand Prairie at number 6, and then Sam Houston rounding out the district at number 7.
Sounds good. All right, next week we're going to talk 9-6A, go out to Wiley and Garland ISD.
Look forward to it.
We'll post the entire breakdown segment this Wednesday on our social media pages. Now let's take a look at some game changers and our players on the rise presented by Parker University. One of the fastest linebackers in the state is Leo Morris of South Grand Prairie. As if he's being shot out of a cannon, Morris blasts through any kind of daylight to get to the ball carrier. Leo tallied 116 tackles, 16 tackles for a loss, and 7 sacks as a junior. Morris also recovered a couple fumbles as he was literally all over the field last year. He currently holds an offer from Colorado State Pueblo, but if he has a similar stat line in his senior year, more offers will come. Arlington Bowie has a headliner in safety Chris Wokema. The 4-star recruit is always ready as the last line of defense for the Vols. Coco had 67 tackles, 2 picks, and a fumble recovery as a junior. Chris is an accomplished sprinter and long jumper on the Bowie track team as well. He will be heading to Baylor to play his college ball. In the trenches, nobody holds his own more than Arlington Martin offensive lineman Mekhi Sena. At 6'4", 290 pounds, he will move you wherever he wants you to go. The big man usually lines up at left tackle, but is versatile enough to play anywhere on the line. Mekhi loves contact, so just position him in front of someone, and that player more than likely will end up on his back. Sena verbally committed to USC. The Arlington ground attack will be led by running back Draylon Burton. He finished his junior year with over 1,100 yards and 14 touchdowns. Burton also caught 16 passes out of the backfield for another touchdown. The smallish back is hard to find behind the Colts' big O-line, and if he finds space, he is gone. Look for Burton to help lead Arlington to the postseason. Players on the Rise is brought to you by Parker University. Check out our bachelor's degree in strength and human performance today.
Switch to Cricket and get 4 lines for $25 each per month, plus unlimited nationwide 5G. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Our Ward Fasol caught up with South Grand Prairie head coach Laban DeLay to talk about his Warriors and the rest of 8-6A in our Media Day segment.
All right, it's Media Day, and we are joined with South Grand Prairie head coach Laban DeLay, one of our favorite guys. We're talking 8-6A. I know we played 10 games, and you're worried about those 10 games, but the way history is, talk about that Lake Highlands first playoff game, because it seems like you play them every single year. No, I'm just kidding about that. It does seem to work out that way.
You're right. It does. Over the last, even before I got here, they were matched up with them. So I think we've met them 3 years now, and we took 2 of the 3 the last few times that we've matched up against them. But they do a great job over there. You know, I was at Richardson High School for a while, so I saw firsthand what type of kids, what type of community, what type of program they run. And now they got a new guy at the helm. He went down and became the athletic director at Highland Park. But I think that things won't slow down for him. I think that I don't know if we'll match up again in the playoffs. I can't predict that.
You got a significant bunch of players coming back. You always lose some guys to graduation. One guy we are going to miss is AJ because he's former bobblehead winner. Yep. But you have an experienced quarterback coming up. Might we see things move to him tossing the ball even more? I mean, he almost got 2,000 yards last year, but see Jaden kind of toss it around even more? Or you got some in the wings?
Yeah, absolutely. This is entering our 3rd year. So Jaden's now, Jaden at the time, my first year here, he played slot receiver, so he was getting acclimated to the new offense at that time. And then, like you said, he took the snaps last year, and this will be his 2nd year at the helm. So also like Dalen Brooks is another quarterback that was a freshman that played JV for us last year, and then we moved him up for the playoffs. So we got a couple of trigger guys that can go in there and mix it up. But I think more importantly than that, year 3, I think everybody understands what to do now, you know, and I'm not just talking X and O's, I'm talking about the culture, you know, picking each other up and leading. And we just went through this past week of our strength and conditioning. It was player led. We had coaches there, and we were kind of over the top and watching, but really the players led it this week, and it was phenomenal. The attendance was phenomenal, and the leadership that rose from these group of kids that have been with us since their sophomore year. It was really cool to step back and watch. So I think just everybody being in the same boat and rowing the same direction, I think that says a lot.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. We're almost about a month away. So I appreciate you joining with us, Coach, and we will see you during the season.
As always, I appreciate you. Thanks, man.
You can catch the entire interview Friday on our social media channels. That's going to do it for this week's Campfire. Next week, we will discuss District 9-6A. Until then, have a great week, everybody.